on strike, demanding a 1,000 rand increase per year. The company is currently offering 800 rand, plus an annual 50 rand increase on the living out allowance.
It never rains but pours for the tripartite alliance. Okay, that's fine. 36-year Workers' Day celebrations by COSATU descended into chaos from the delays to the president being chased away from the main celebrations. The ANC president was set to give a supporting message from his party. Workers here say they're tired of empty promises.
For more than 4 years, we have not been getting the increment. The resolution of 2018 is very clear on public servants getting the increment. In fact, SATU, Nehau, and all the public servants went to sell us out and give us a 1.5 increment, but that is nothing.
I've been working under contract since 2004. Since now, I'm working under contract. I think the world, I do hide on my car, I attended the classes. There's nothing I ever done.
Looks like they have their shares in the contractors. That's why the contractor doesn't give us enough money that we are. And then us as the contractor, it's us that we're working hard and then we're working in the space that is too much dangerous.
On his arrival, the ANC president was met by some hostile workers. Some were from the Sibanye Stillwater mine, saying government failed to intervene in their plight. The official program had to be stopped so the president could address the angry workers. But that wasn't all. Another group came also to register its grievances, but their message was clear. They wanted the ANC president to leave and not address the rally. The ANC president called for calm, but his message fell on deaf ears. Listen there. Mamela, members of COSATU, members of Army Group, Mamela, you want your 1,000 rand. Again, what you want? You want your 1,000 rand. I understand that. You want the employers to give you 1,000 rand. We've heard that message. Meanwhile, both COSATU and the ANC said the issues of differences between workers and the ANC-led government will be discussed at the Alliance Political Council. SABC News in Rustenburg.
This May Day should serve as a reminder that the unity of workers is paramount. Malema was addressing supporters at the party's Workers' Day rally at Themba Senamela Stadium in Middelburg in Mpumalanga. He says divided workers are easily exploited. Malema says his party is in a process of forming its own union.
We are having a labor desk because we are preparing to have an EFF union. The union of the EFF is inevitable, and that union will never sell the workers out. That union will always be on the side of the workers. So the EFF union is coming. This is just a warm-up. Mkhalipi, Komisa Mkhalipi, Kengiwe, the head of labor desk, she's still warming up. We are preparing to do a union and not a Mickey Mouse union that is in cahoots and in bed with the employer, because a lot of unions are with the employer and not with our people. COSATU is even worse. NUM is worse than worse. AMCU is still better yan. So we want a union that will know that we are a union of the workers, not friends of the Mteki Entertainment Company, Soli Moholo. Uje artist, Soli Moholo. So, the unions in South Africa have taken the side of the employer. There is a vacuum on the side of the workers.
Thousands for the country's unemployed.
Patrick Habekangwe was facilitating investments for mines in the Northern Cape when COVID hit. The next thing he knew, he was unemployed, with his 4 siblings and mother looking to him to put bread on the table.
With investors and permit holders, then we make the two must meet and operations must operate. But due to the COVID-19, it has affected the business and it has made that the projects must stop.
With just 320 rands to his name, he started hawking fresh fruits and vegetables and other products. And it has paid off. He now manages his own shop.
We must remember, selling products within the period of COVID, you need to have permits and all those things. There were challenges and all those things, but we've managed.
Habekangwe is one of the lucky ones. Many of the thousands left unemployed by the COVID-19 pandemic are still languishing at home with no prospects of employment. And the future looks bleak. Experts predict South Africa's unemployment rate could rise to 39.3% by 2030. With the lockdowns now over, government and the private sector hope to grow the economy to pre-pandemic levels. But even then, growth was low, and is expected to remain so for the foreseeable future. Ulrich Hendricks, SABC News, Kimberley, Northern Cape.
Victims of the recent floods in KwaZulu-Natal are still coming to terms with the devastating impact of the disaster. Mlondi Khatebe visited Molweni, an area west of Durban, to see how the flood victims were coping.
Hlanzi is a survivor of the floods. His shack was badly damaged when the rain pummeled the area more than 2 weeks ago. His grandparents, however, could not escape the deadly flood waters, which swept away their 2-roomed house. His grandmother's body was found near a tree, about 50 meters away from where they stayed. His grandfather is still missing, and hope is fading fast that he'd be found alive. Mhlanzi is one of 90 flood victims who sought refuge in a local church hall.
I lost everything because my grandparents were everything to us. We don't have a place to go, and it's hard because we are orphans. We lost our mother in 2006, and now we don't have a home.
Some roads in the area have been made accessible, and a local school is still cut off completely from the community. Learners are being accommodated elsewhere. Some victims say they would like to move away from the area as it brings them only bad memories. Some say they are in shock and need psychological support.